Hello everybody from Blaze Survival, a Deer Isle server that I joined about a week and a half to 2 weeks ago. It's been pretty cool so far. I kind of want to show everybody my prefab base that I bought with admin coins yesterday or the day before. On this server, there's a lot of things to do on this server. And they got a lot of their own custom gear, their own custom stuff that they've created. And then they also got these prefab bases. Now, I'm not sure if they created these prefab bases or it's a mod. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You can get one of these things placed as long as you have 500 admin coins at the admin shop on weekends. But yeah, I'm going to take you inside here and show you around a little bit. Check it out. Now this actual compound here comes with the walls all the way around it. You just got to put up your own gate. I chose to put a compound gate up instead of an actual base building plus garage gate, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it comes with all the walls around it. It's a beautiful little base. I'd say it's probably comfortable for maybe a couple people, depending on how what kind of style you do. But me myself, I'm more like a lone wolf, a nomad. I like to kind of be on my own. I'm not a very big fan of being parts of large groups. You know what I mean? But yeah, here we go. Of course, I blocked this area off. You could actually get in there. That is an entrance, but I blocked it off because it's not really needed for me. But you got this little side area here. You could probably maybe stack some like lumber, plank holding kits, saws, different things, kind of maybe block it off with some mesh gates. That's probably what I'm going to do. That's my plan. Then you got this big section on top. I know it kind of looks out of place a little bit, but you'll see it's pretty cool. You'll see. And of course you got an actual gate here on the back that I can't seem to open for some reason. It's pretty much the same as the front, right? Now you can have this actually placed anywhere on the map. All you got to do is pick a spot and they'll place it for you. But you can only purchase it on weekends. That's the only time the admin shop's open on the server. So purchase it on the weekend, and you don't have to have it placed right away. If you want to give it a couple days, you can get it placed as long as you've paid for it while the admin shop was open. Pretty cool, right? I chose to put mine on the island because it seems not many people actually build out here on the islands. Okay. Most people build around the trader area or down where everything is, you know what I mean? Which is, it's pretty, that's fine to do, when you first start, because you ain't really got a heli to get out here, right? Or a boat, so. But I chose to actually build out here, just to kind of be on my own, be by myself, right? It doesn't bother me at all, but here, let's go inside, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. As you can see, both sides right here are the same, except I chose to, of course, put a wall up there so I didn't have two doors, just so I can kind of use this space or something if I really need to. Then you got this little barred off area in the front, which is pretty cool. This might actually make, if someone wants to get this base, you could actually make a little shop out of it too. If you just put a door up right here on this entrance here, and then people could actually walk in both sides openly and purchase stuff from your shop, right? That's a pretty good idea. Maybe have like a little window here or something. Yeah. You come down the first hallway here, you got an actual big room here, which could be used for like a bedroom for your clan, your group, or I prefer to use that as a workshop because it's the biggest room, so of course I don't have a lot set up in mine yet. I'm still out there grinding and looting and trying to get my things together, but I do got my moonshining still up, so I like to actually do a little moonshining on here and make some cash, right? It's a good way to make cash on here. And you come down this first hallway right here, and you come to another little side room, which, can be used. Some people use this as their actual shop, where all their benches are, but me, I prefer to use it as kind of like a little bedroom and where I keep all my collectibles and loot and things, See, this isn't all PvE server, so I don't have to worry about getting raided and people coming here and stealing it, so And it has a little window right here too. You can open up, even though it kind of just views the wall, right? But it's still pretty cool. Just make sure to close it, right? Just in case someone tries to glitch through, you never know. Even on PvE server, you can't trust everybody. There are trolls that come on and try to, disrupt things. But yeah, then you got this little side room here, which can be used for whatever. And then upstairs, before we go out there, I'm going to take you upstairs to the very top room here. Now, there's not a lot of room up here. I guess you could make a little bay, or, a little bedroom, which that was my original plan, but the thing was, you can't really put anything high that's in front of these windows here because you won't be able to see the view, because you can actually open this up. It's best, of course, to place them on the flattest ground you can. What I'm thinking of using this for is put some, like, maybe a couch, some tables, a little campfire, a little hangout room, just hang up out here, chill out, relax. That's my plan. But yeah, I always thought that was pretty cool. Of course, you got this section out here, which, you could build an actual wall around here, which I might, and put a little roof on it if you wanted, like, to use this as an extra room also, And you're probably wondering already, what is this thing right here, if you've never seen it? What's the purpose of it? It's kind of wasted space, right? No, it ain't. Check this out. If you come inside here and hit this little lever, this thing actually opens up. Now you got your own helipad on your base. Of course, you don't want to have it closed while you're in here because you're going to get trapped and probably going to have an admin come get you out, right? Or kill yourself, right? But yeah. But yeah, it's pretty convenient. Just set up your own little heli thing here, little parking garage. Pop your vehicle out and you're good to go. Now they do use the Sibnik helis on this server, which is pretty cool. I've never flew this before. I'm always doing the Red Falcon helis, but they take a little to get used to, but they're a little more difficult to fly, but that's all right. I just got the solo seater. That's all I could afford for 9 million, but eventually I will get a bigger heli. Now there is a lot to do on this server. Like I said, there's an admin shop. You can actually buy really cool helis and gear. There's the weapons bench where you can collect all of your coins. Let me see if I got any on here. Of course, your special weapons here. Let me see if I can find any. Not sure if I actually got that on me or not. So yeah, I got a lot of storage. See right here, you get these things called survival wallet cases, and you can collect all the coins you find when you're out killing zombies or getting keys to, like, chests on Paris Island, different things. And then you can actually use these coins. Like, these coins are the blazed weapon coins. Of course, you got the regular blaze coins. They're all used for different purposes. But you collect these up, and then there's a bench you can actually put weapons in and upgrade them to even better weapons. This is something new to me. I've never, ever played on a server with this mod, for this bench. But then, of course, you got special weapons here, like the PKM Q7. That does a lot of damage. And then you got of course, the Evoli, which comes in all different colors. I just happen to have that color. And then you got this gun they just did called the AS-50 upgraded. That's pretty much one-shot kill. And I'm not talking just regular zombies and things. You can actually do these checkpoints. Like, for instance, right here. CP1, checkpoint 1, and then it'll spawn a bunch of bears and zombies that regular guns, you're not going to kill them. They're just going to kill you. You have to have special guns, upgraded weapons, in order to take those on. And once you do CP1, and then you can do CP2, and then CP3, and then so on and so on, CP4, until you get to the final one, which is CP5. Get some really good stuff. Now, if you do the quest on Deer Isle, which I've never done, if you do the quest on Deer Isle, you can get a really, really cool gun. I think it's called the VK12. Yep, the BS VK12, which Blade Survival VK12, and that does the most damage. And that would actually probably be used for maybe the final boss kind of area, where they have some really big bears that really, really need that gun for. And then, of course, also on the server, other than all your traders and everything, you have things called blazed drops. They're airdrops, but called blaze drops. That have a lot of high hit point creatures that you need the big guns for that give you some really, really good loot. Of course, your admin shop, your hotel. This right here called the Glass Palace, which is pretty cool. And of course, all these other places. Now there are traders on here, other traders for the collectibles, shoes, different things, but they're all hidden. So they're hidden traders. You're not really allowed to talk about them in here. You can find out information sometimes, but you're not allowed to talk in chat or on Discord or out loud at traders about these hidden traders. You kind of got to find them on your own, along with like the DNA safe stores and things like that. But well, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of this prefab base, and I'm gonna get out of here and you guys take it easy. All right, I forgot to actually mention here, Blaze Survival. I use the DZSA launcher myself, but I want to show you here's the actual name of the server, Blaze Survival, Deer Isle. Then you also got a Cherno server also. Right now there's not as many players on because it's early in the morning. But it is a UK server though, it's not a US server, so I guess it's different time over there, obviously, right? But you do have a lot more people on during the day, right? But yeah, I want to go check out their Cherno server sometime. But yeah, this is the server I'm on, Blaze Survival, Deer Isle. It's pretty cool. So stop on by and check it out and get yourself a freshie pack, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's pretty cool.